So, good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Something a little bit different. I'm going to be uploading this and the 9 p.m. video. For some reason, live has been moving mad recently. YouTube's not been bothering to send out notifications. It's not been processing my videos properly, which means 12 hours later, they're processing, which is no good to anyone, as it loses traction if it's not processed. So yeah, it's been a bit of a madness. I know they're short-staffed and stuff like that, so fingers crossed they can sort that out. But yeah, for the next couple of days or so, I will be uploading these videos as opposed to streaming them live. Don't forget also, subscribe to the gaming channel. That link is in the description. And also at 7 o'clock tonight, I will be doing a level 1 member stream. So if you are a member of the channel, whether it's 1, 2 or 3, come join in on that. Obviously, the higher the level, you get the ones below as well. So yeah, that should be good. But I want to start off talking about this guy, Jonathan Tah. He's been linked with a £35 million move this summer to Arsenal. He's a German international, as we know. He's played he's got 9 caps for Germany. He's a centre back from Bayer Leverkusen, as we also know. He is a big unit. This guy is 6'5". Very, very good centre back. And the report I've seen suggests that his buyout clause expires on the 31st of May, which means that we may need to act a little bit quicker than normal. Something that Arsenal tend to not bother doing. They tend to act real slow in the transfer market, but he's got very, very good stats all over, really. I mean, his heading ability, his passing ability, he's absolutely fantastic. And there's not many clubs that are linked to him, which, you know, whenever I say about centre-backs, I see you guys in my chat all the time saying, what about Jonathan Tah? What about Jonathan Tah? He's played 174 games for Bayer Leverkusen, 4 goals as well. He's got 7 assists, so he's chipping in here and there. But defensively, he is absolutely superb. And he is somebody that I think, for that kind of price tag, I mean, let's be real here. We're talking about Mustafi price tag. For that kind of level of fee, it's a no-brainer. Go and get the job done. Go and sign him. Get him in the club. He's only 24 years old. He's still got plenty of time to kick on and become that world-class centre-back. He's been at Leverkusen for quite a while now. And for me, it's a no-brainer. You have to go and sign this guy up. He's gone through all the levels of German international football, under 16s, under 17s, under 19s, under 21s. And now, obviously, he's in the full national team. But I just look at this guy and I just think, you know what? It's for 35 million quid. You know, when we look at the money we spent on Mustafi, it makes you think, wow, we were absolutely robbed spending that level of money on Mustafi. Yeah, and you could go and get a player of the caliber of Jonathan Tah for the same price tag, who's a lot better in terms of everything defensively, not just heading, not just tackling, not just tracking runners, etc., etc. He is actually a pretty damn decent centre back, and I just look at it and I think that, you know, Arsenal would be absolutely stupid not to go and sign this guy in the summer. Now, obviously, we know we've got so many centre-backs. We've got Pablo Mari. He's on loan. Option to buy him for £13.5 million. I do think we're going to do that. I think that'll be done. We've then got David Luiz. He's got a year left on his contract. There's an option to extend that. We've then got Mustafi. We've then got Rob Holding. What's going to happen to him? He's the same age as this guy. And his career has just been littered with injuries, and he's not bedded himself into the team properly. Sorry about my camera as well. I'm sitting on my bed right now. We've then got Calum Chambers. Again, another one. He's not really held down a spot in Arsenal. What are we going to do with him? You know, he's been out on loan to Middlesbrough. He's been out on loan to Fulham. He's played at DM. He can play at right back. He can play at left back. He can play at centre back. He was obviously out injured, hence why he didn't get a run towards the end of the season. Well, the season hasn't finished, but he was doing very well, and then he got injured. But we then have Mavropanos, another one that's just been an absolute waste. Just get rid, bin him. We've got Socrates, got a year left on his contract. get rid. We've got so many centre-backs. Have I missed any? I'm not so sure. We've got so many centre-backs at this football club that we need to get centre-backs out before we can get centre-backs in. But when that comes up that he's got a £35 million buyout clause, for me, you have to go and get it done, regardless of all the other centre-backs you've got. I know football's not looking like it's going to return anytime soon, but as we've seen, there is money being spent. There are players being signed. Norwich has signed a player from, I think it was Finland. No, Luxembourg. Apologies, Luxembourg. Daniel Sinani, I think his name is, left winger from Luxembourg. There's a Saudi prince buying a football club for £300 million up in Newcastle. So money will still be done. Players will still change clubs. Signings will still be made. Players will still leave, and contracts will still be renewed or expire. So when this story came up, I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to go with that. And I would love to know what you think of this, because for me, Jonathan Tah, partner him next to William Saliba, who's another centre-back, I forgot, he's coming in. William Saliba, I think if you put them two together and then you have a better right-back than what we've got now in Bellerin, then you go with Tierney, that's a decent back four. I don't know who the right-back could be, Hakimi, Max Aarons, whoever. Somebody better than Bellerin. You've then got the makings of a decent back four. You then need a couple of backups. David Luiz could be one of them backups. Socrates could be one of them backups, or even Mustafi. Keep one or keep two of them. You could maybe even keep Holding or Chambers. Mavropanos for me is done. Pablo Mari, is he going to sign? I'm not so sure. I don't know. But when I look at it, and I just think that you've got a player of the calibre of Jonathan Tah, who has a £35 million buyout clause. Not many clubs, and when I say not many clubs, I mean the elite clubs, the massive clubs, the Madrids, the Barças, the Bayerns. They're not really looking at him, and they haven't really looked at him since he's broke through at Leverkusen. He's never really been linked with a move to a massive club. That's not saying Arsenal are not a big football club. Of course we are, but I think we've got a chance to get him, and if we've got a chance to get him, go and get him. Yeah, put him next to Saliba, kick on, move forward, and build the basis from the back forward. Yes, we don't know what's going to happen with Aubameyang. Yes, we don't know what's going to happen with Lacazette or other players, Bukayo Saka, Mesut Ozil, Mkhitaryan. We don't know what's going to happen. But you know what? Sometimes I'll just sit there and I think that you have to take a punt. Yeah, this is not a punt to me, but it's a punt by doing it early before you've shipped players out. So I'm hoping, I've got my fingers crossed, and I'm praying that this football club are still sitting there going, right, let's try and kick on. Let's try and move forward. Let's try and get some new players in, because we don't know when football's coming back, granted. But does that mean we stand still? Does that mean we stop and just go, oh, whatever. Yeah, let's just all have a sit in our back garden and just do whatever, rather than actually trying to make the club and the business better. But there we go. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think he's worth 35 million? Leave that in the comment section down below. Do you think that he will come to Arsenal? Do you think we should go and get him? Leave all of that in the comment section down below. Big up everybody who joined me on the FIFA stream. Come on, Bluetooth. So yeah, big up yourselves on that. We're unbeaten on that stream today. We've only lost one league game. We're smashing it. We're 3 points off the top. We go again tomorrow, and Mbappe FC is in full flow. Don't forget, if you are a member of the channel, 7 o'clock tonight, live member stream. Keep your eyes peeled on the community tab. You'll get an invite to that on the community tab for members. If you want to become a member, it's down there somewhere. Failing that, it's in the description of this video. Go and check out my socials, Facebook and Insta. And like I said, subscribe to this channel, stick a thumbs up, and subscribe to the gaming channel. All have a wonderful Wednesday. I will be back at 9 o'clock. Again, it'll be a pre-recorded video. So all have a wonderful Wednesday, whatever it is you're doing. Big up all the love recently. And I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.